Good evening, Madison County. I'm County Manager Rod Honeycutt. Tonight, I'm joined by our Chairman of our Commission Board, Chairman Matthew Wechtel, and our Vice Chairman, Michael Garrison. Tonight, we want to give you just a quick update and update you on a couple of things that happened during our recovery operations during day 6. The majority of our recovery operations focused on French Broad River and its banks. Over the next 48 hours, you'll see boat crews and canines walking along the river, helping us focus in our recovery operations. Today we learned about a couple of things that have changed in the way we do postal operations, and I'm going to ask Matthew to talk a little bit about our postal operations.
Yep, so had a conversation with Congressman Edwards' office earlier today, and also excuse me, the postmaster for the town of Marshall. And so what we're currently, what is happening is that if you live in the Marshall zip code or the Alexander zip code, service for those post offices has been transferred temporarily to the Weaverville post office. If you have a P.O. box at either of those locations, they are holding your mail at the Weaverville post office right now. And you could go visit the Weaverville post office, talk to those folks, and they should be able to retrieve your mail for you there. At this time, we're currently awaiting information from the U.S. Postal Service in regards to establishment of a temporary postal facility in the Marshall area for our Marshall zip code folks. That location is yet to be determined, and the logistics of that are still in the planning stages. But essentially, that is the plan. We will, within the short term, have an answer for the Marshall Post Office. The Hot Springs Post Office is still in the discussion phases. They are just trying to get their mind wrapped around what can be done down in Hot Springs and the potential there. So we don't have an update for the folks in Hot Springs quite yet. They are still working out a game plan at this time. And we will continue to go through our normal channels with media and these postings here in order to try and let you guys know something as soon as we find out something. So that's the best answer I can give everybody right now, but we're working on it. Congressman Chuck Edwards is working on it, and the postmaster here for the town of Marshall is also involved in those operations, and we're going to try and figure something out for you guys as quickly as possible in that regard.
Right. A lot of citizens have talked to us about the amount of assets they've seen in the area that's been assisted in recovery operations. And I asked Commissioner Garrison, what's your take on what you've seen out in the county?
Thank you, Colonel. And that's right. A lot of the things that are going on right now is volunteer service. We're seeing people from as far away as Texas, Oklahoma that have came in to assist. A lot of community effort, and we've got several pages of folks that have called in. Hey, I have a traco. I'd like to do whatever kind of work I need, cleanup work, and we're beginning to see huge impact. One of the things about being a victim of a flood is when the whole neighborhood's flooded, it brings a sense of hope when you see hundreds of people in downtown Marshall or people working in Hot Springs cleaning out all the debris and all the stuff that's coming in. We're looking in the sky even this afternoon within a 2-hour period. I saw 3 different helicopters from various places across the southeast that are flying in supplies, and want you folks to know, sometimes it's hard not to lose hope when you see all this going on, but know that there's a really good indication of the good in humanity. And if you're struggling, if you're needing supplies, you're worried about your groceries, you've got a child that doesn't have diapers, you need water, you need cleaning supplies, we've got pallets full of stuff that are coming in, and we have, in essence, a store that's free of cost for you to come and get whatever supplies you need. Feel free to call us and reach out. We also have posted some updates on some of that information. It's on our county website. It's on our our library's website. We've also got it on the Emergency Management Facebook as well. I know Chairman Wechtel shared it from his Facebook page. A lot of good information, phone numbers, locations, things of interest that would benefit you as a community. To see the outreaching and pouring and to be able to benefit from some of that. It's powerful.
So at the county, we've been operating 10 distribution centers up to today. Tomorrow, we're going to expand that distribution network to include our churches and our community centers and any civic organization that wants to get involved. And if you're one of those organizations that would like to get involved, I'd ask you to call 828-649-5555. 1815. Now, unfortunately, our courthouse took a pretty significant hit, and I'm like Chairman Wechtel to discuss that just a little bit.
So we've got we had a couple of feet of water that actually made it into the first floor of the of the courthouse. We have there's still some water in the basement at this time. They're working on getting that out. The good news is the water there has receded, whether naturally or whatever. It's not quite as bad as it was previously. But we have reached out and have an outfit, Service Master of Buncombe and Madison County. We'll start hopefully tomorrow as soon as the equipment gets here. We've got, they have 50 dehumidifiers and 100 air movers on order. They're being shipped in to this facility, and they will, obviously we're not going to use all those, don't need that many for the courthouse. But there is no electricity in the town of Marshall right now down on Main Street. So we've got maintenance, our county maintenance department is on standby with some generators to help aid that process, because obviously to run this equipment we've got to have some electricity. So we've got all that in place. You should see some activity buzzing around the courthouse as early as tomorrow in regards to remediation and mitigation activities on that first floor of the courthouse. Second floor of the courthouse, everything's fine. I believe the roof and whatnot all withstood pretty well. So the flood damage is what we're dealing with at this point, and then that will also allow us the opportunity to get in there and do a more thorough assessment as to the structural integrity of the building and how we're going to move forward with the courthouse process. As everybody already is pretty much aware, we were already looking to build a new courthouse in the county. So we're hopeful that we're still going to be able to utilize this building until we're able to get a new one built.
And one of the operations we had to do is we did the restoration of the courthouse previously. We had to move the Cooperative Extension Center. And you will probably see us go into some phase of that in the near future. Commissioner Garrison, you know, right now we're at a very vulnerable spot when it comes to law enforcement and security. I ask if you make a couple remarks on that and mitigation factors that we've taken into place.
Sure, I think it's a very valid concern. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is you're seeing a lot more traffic on the roads. I-26 has been shut down now. Highway 23 is open, but it's for small vehicular traffic only. We've got law enforcement officers posted in those areas monitoring the traffic. Hot Springs is seeing a significant amount of large truck and vehicles that are traveling through Hot Springs, and also out Highway 208 from Greenville. And it's a little bit aggravating. There's a lot of slow driving now. To keep in mind, those vehicles are carrying generators, they're carrying diapers, they're carrying food supplies, they're carrying ice to Mission Hospital. And so just be patient as we go through that. We've have a significant amount of law enforcement presence from the ATF on the federal realm. We have Murphy PDs here as well. We have numerous county law enforcement. We have people from the SBI that are here. Wildlife is here. So we've got a significant amount of law enforcement that are scattered throughout the county, and not just during the daytime. If you're living in a place like Marshall or Hot Springs, you'll have a presence at night as well to deter any looting that might be taking place. So a lot of resources have been brought in to aid with augmenting our local law enforcement community. And of course, we still have our Marshall and Hot Springs and Marsville PD that are supplementing work as well. So tremendous effort.
So we talked about, you know, significant contributions we've had from agencies all around the United States, but today was able to create an online donation link, and you can visit our county webpage, and you'll see a webpage there with a button on it, Donate to Operation Helene Recovery. But that's that you go there. You don't have to bring equipment or anything, but we'll take whatever you'll donate, and we're going to come up with a method to distribute that fund to those in need. It's the right thing to do to help our citizens. It's just one more method of helping our citizens out. I'm going to go over a quick list of things that we've established, then I'll get final remarks from Chairman Wechtel. So we have a shelter open up to Madison County High School. We have showers operation at Madison County High School. Tomorrow we'll get an oxygen filling station established, and that's huge for our population right now. We're going to expand our distribution operations. We have a donation center that's up in operation at the Madison County High School gym. That is for families who have lost their homes. We have a significant clothes closet. We've got appliances donated, everyday items that we need to help these families get back on their feet. And one of the requests we've had is well water sampling testing. And you'll see our environmental guys out starting testing the sampling of the water. You know, it's the little things that matter, and we want to build our county back better than it was before. But it's focusing on day-to-day operations is our main effort right now. Chairman Wechtel, final thoughts?
Well, one thing, and I mentioned this at the wrap-up of my conversation this morning on WHBK, if there's anything, this has been a tragic situation, and we've got a long road to hoe before we get done. But if there's anything at all that I've taken away from all this, it's a new respect for our county employees, our leadership team, and our citizens. First and foremost, I want you to know, all of our county employees, this is an all hands on deck task. I have not heard one time a single county employee say, that's not my job. People are doing things that are outside of their wheelhouse each and every day. Everybody is stepping up to do what they can. Many of them have been affected to the same ways, in some of the worst ways possible in the county. But everybody, whether it be, well, I'm not going to go through trying to name departments because I'll surely forget somebody. But everyone has really stepped up, and to me it shows the genuine care that our employees have for our citizens. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for the outpouring of love and support and encouragement that we have gotten from our citizens, even some of those that were the most worst affected folks. Have been very gracious about everything and grateful about what everybody's trying to do, and this whole process has really kind of restored my sense of belief in humanity. You know, in a world where we have all become incredibly polarized for multiple reasons, whether it be politics or other reasons, this has been an all hands on deck affair, a situation where everybody, it doesn't matter, it transcends all kinds of stereotypical lines, it transcends the political lines. Everyone is stepping up and helping everyone else, and our community here in Madison County is as strong, if not stronger, than it's ever been in my lifetime. And I'm grateful to be associated not only with our citizens, but with our team that we have here, and all the folks who've come in from outside, so many outside agencies from all around the United States, not just the Southeast, but all around the United States. It's been an eye-opening experience, and I'm very grateful to be associated with all the folks that we've been dealing with so far that have just gone above and beyond anything we could ever imagine, and the people who've donated items and money and food and all kinds of stuff. And I'm rambling, so I'm going to stop now and turn it over. I don't know if Vice Chairman Garrison would like to close anything, or
I want to brag real quick.
Yep.
Our task force, Hurricane Helene, is about 500 members, and we don't want anybody in the public to feel like they've been left behind. Our great fire departments have walked the ground on both sides of the railroad tracks, on both sides of the rivers, and they're engaged. So I want to give you three numbers one more time for our volunteer line. The number is 828-649-1815. Our wellness check is 828-649-1955. And our Madison County Mental Health Support line, 828-206-3290. Commissioner Garrison, final
Now, I
remarks?
just want to encourage you to know that you're not alone. Our county's not alone. It's a team effort. That God is good even in the midst of adversity and tribulation, and we will get through this and be stronger for it.
Madison County, God bless you, and God bless America.